What is up, guys? We're getting ready to hit the road. We're going to New York in about an hour. We're going to take my dog to my mom's house, drop her off so she can hang out there for the weekend, leave the car there. Me and the wife are going to meet up with some more people, and we're going to hit the road here shortly. It's about 500 miles. We're going to get there in the wee hours in the morning. That'll be all right. We're just pretty warm right now, kind of sweating, but it's probably going to be a little chilly once we get there. But let's hop on the bike and get it going.
Alright guys, we're finally hitting the road. We're not going to make it too far. We're now meeting up at McDonald's. We got some other people who wanted to go, follow us in a car, and they couldn't go but a little later, so we're going to meet up there and grab a little bite to eat before we hit the highway. So it's going to definitely probably put us leaving almost into the night. It is what it is, but we're gonna hit the road and get there one way or the other.
It come in handy when it's raining and cold though.
Alright guys, we made it to Richmond, Virginia. Gassing up, need to make a shock adjustment, and we made it, I don't know, almost 2 hours, not quite. Got to stop for gas, so make a quick shock adjustment and then get out of here. Let's point it towards swamp.
Yes.
How that ass feel? We're not even halfway there. So we made it just north of Baltimore. We're at a Dunkin', well, we're at the Maryland House or whatever stop. And we went to the bathroom to get some gas. We got some Dunkin' Donuts. So we're gonna eat us some donuts and then get back on the road. I think we're at 300-mile mark. We went 300 miles. It's starting to get kind of cold, so we're gonna throw on an extra jacket and the heated gloves and see what that gets us. Alright guys, we made it. We're in New York. It was about 480 miles, 490 miles, somewhere in there. But we made it. We're gonna get some sleep. I think it's 2 a.m. Let me check my phone. No, it's 3:45. So it's almost 4 a.m. So we're gonna get some sleep, and I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film this weekend, but at the very least we're gonna do the ride up and down. So, but we made it. We're safe. Everything's cool. Now it's time for some sleep.
Alright guys, we're in New York. We're getting ready to head out. We got 500 miles to go and we'll be home. It's Sunday. Got the time change today, so we lost an hour. We need to get on home, and we got to work tomorrow, so we got some wretched orders to put out. We need to hit the highway and get going. Had a good time, happy to be here. Good safe trip up. Couldn't really film much through the weekend, really didn't do a whole lot. A little bit of a party to go to Friday night. Just kind of hung out and had a good time. Nothing special to be filming or anything, just good times with friends and family. But unfortunately now it's time to go home. not nearly as cold as I thought it was going to be, so we're happy about that. Once we make our first stop, I'm sure I'll probably shed some of these layers. It's a little warm out. As you can, I don't know if you can see up there. I don't know if you can see up there, but there's some snow still here. They're supposed to get snow in 2 days. So it's a good time to get out of here while the weather's still nice. Everybody's trying to get out of New York. It's Sunday, we left a little bit later than we wanted to, so we're going to definitely have to deal with a little bit of traffic. But try to get across the TW, hit the turnpike, and fly on home. We'll probably end up stopping right near the end of the turnpike. We'll be pretty low on gas, so it'll probably be easy to stop near the end of it, fill up, and depending on fuel and time, might make it to Virginia before we stop again. We'll see. But here's the GW bridge. We're on the lower. We took the upper in. It was at night, so I didn't really film. There's no way to see anything. But it's a beautiful ride. Little fun fact for nobody who's ever been here, you actually have to pay a toll to get into New York going across the GW, but you don't have to pay a toll to leave. And it's been a little over a year since I've been up here, but the toll was $18 to get across it. That has gone up a little, or was it 16? I think it was $16, I'm sorry. You don't have to pay that to leave, but the Jersey Turnpike has gone up. Last time I went across it, it was like $13 and some change, but this time it was $18 and some change, almost $19 to use the entire New Jersey Turnpike. That was crazy. But let's just kill some of these miles. It's going to be way too windy today to try to talk, so let's get home. Man, it is windy today. I can't wait to get through all this. Hopefully, the further south we go, it's not too windy. But we're approaching the Jersey Turnpike here, and I just wanted to give you guys a tip, or a little trick that I use to make up a little bit of time, especially if you're traveling with a group of bikes and you don't have an easy pass. The Jersey Turnpike, you pay with a ticket. We don't have an easy pass. We don't have none of that, but we're not getting a ticket. We're going to blow through this because with your ticket, it tells you where you started and how much you need to pay. Because if you get off at an exit, they read your ticket to see how far you went, how much you used, and how much you pay. But if you lose your ticket or don't have a ticket, you pay for the full amount. Well, we're going through the full thing, so we're going to pay the full amount. It doesn't matter. So if you have, like, we got 3 bikes and a truck right now, we would have to wait for everybody to stop, get a ticket, and then at the end you got to stop and pay the toll. So a little trick is to just blow it, and when you get to the end, say you don't have a ticket, you pay the full amount anyways. Alright guys, we're pulling up to a stop. It's an unscheduled stop. My boy's taillight, I don't know if you can see it, is dangling down there. So he must have hit a pretty hard pothole or something. I noticed it, so this stop was like 5 miles after I noticed it. So we're going to swing over here, fix his bike, so it won't do any more damage than it is. I don't want to scratch his bags up for another 50, 60 miles. But I guess we'll go ahead and, I don't know if anyone's hungry or anything, but we'll go ahead and make a stop, fix his bike, and get back on the road. Unfortunately, this is the type of things that happen, especially up here with these horrible roads, potholes, everything. You just gotta keep an eye on your bikes, because things fall apart, things fall off. It's just the nature of the beast. Through the turnpike, you gotta pay our $18, something like that. Almost to Delaware. We got gas before I could even get off the bike. My buddy had already fixed the taillight, so really wasn't much to film. We just, instead of waiting around, it was an unscheduled stop, we just decided to hit the road, so we gassed up and took off. How you doing?
Hang on and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright, now it's time to go over the Delaware Memorial Bridge. It's a beautiful bridge. Nice scenic outlook. But it sure is windy today, so I'm sure it's going to be a little tough on this thing. having to deal with some very crazy crosswind right now going across this high bridge. It's always bad for this. It's really rough on the bike. But we're about to make it across. Whew, thank God. It's always tough getting through that little portion if you got heavy winds like we did today. Under normal circumstances, it isn't horribly bad, but that wind was ripping pretty bad, especially in both directions, making the bike whip and bounce back and forth. That's always a little sketchy.
Well, we stopped at a 7-Eleven. We're making pretty good time. We haven't really been stopping for much of anything. We're just trying to get home. We got to a Cracker Barrel. They don't have Pepsi. My buddy drinks Pepsi only, so while we're waiting on our food, we decided to head up to the gas station, grab some Pepsis at the 7-Eleven. Then we'll eat, and we might be able to make the rest of the way home without stopping. We might stop one more time, but we've almost made it back. What is up, everybody? We made it home. It's 2 days later. Bike's in the garage. I still need to unpack it. We got home super late Sunday night. I got back from New York, and I just didn't want to deal with it. Now come Monday, I was super busy, had to go to work, and then had to catch up on all the orders we had through the weekend, get all that stuff shipped out and get stuff done. So here we are 2 days later, and we finished our trip. Overall, super good trip. Didn't get nearly the footage that I'd kind of hoped for. Didn't really do a whole lot. Just kind of, you know, hung out with family and friends and just had a good time. There really wasn't anything to video for you guys except the ride itself. Had a really good time. Definitely need shocks. The wife would greatly appreciate that. We got to get back and get that tire done. Maybe upgrade them speakers. So we got some stuff coming, hopefully. But now we just got to prepare for Key West. That's the next part. We'll do some stuff before we get out that way. But stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming up. Please hit that like button. Comment down below. Start a conversation. And as always, keep it wretched.